It was a child. The first person to see him was not a priest, not a king, not a soldier. She stood barefoot in the northern courtyard beside the fountain where the marble had begun to split days earlier. At first she thought the light beneath the stone was sunrise, but the sun had not risen yet. The glow moved, not upward, sideways, as if something beneath the city were walking. She did not scream. She reached toward it, and for a moment, the light answered. By the time her mother found her, the cracks had spread across the entire square. Thin, white, silent, but no longer hidden. Word traveled faster than bells, faster than messengers, faster than command. By morning, everyone in the capital had seen something, a shifting shadow beneath marble streets, a pulse in shrine floors, a statue that turned its face overnight toward the Eastern Temple without being touched. And everywhere, light beneath stone. Inside the palace council chamber, arguments had already begun. "This is panic," one minister insisted. "This is evidence," another answered. "This is sabotage," said a general. "This is prophecy," whispered someone older. The king said nothing, because he had already chosen which word it was. Below the temple, Elira felt the city awaken, not metaphorically, not symbolically, literally. Thousands of footsteps, thousands of voices, thousands of fears moving through stone like weather. "They can feel him now," she said. "Yes," Vaelor answered. "They always could." "But not like this," she replied. "No," he agreed, "not like this." The high priest had not slept. He stood before the broken sigil with 3 senior archivists and a table of forbidden texts opened across the stone floor. Pages older than the kingdom itself. Pages no initiate had ever seen. Pages that described nights like this one. "It is accelerating," one archivist whispered. "It is synchronizing," another corrected. "It is repeating," said the third. The high priest closed the book. "No," he said quietly, "it is completing." Above them, the city gates did not open at dawn. No official order had been given, but the guards refused to move them, because the cracks had reached the hinges. Caravans waited outside the walls. Merchants argued. Messengers shouted. No one entered. No one left. The capital had sealed itself without command. In the southern quarter, an old historian opened a chest he had not touched in 40 years. Inside lay a fragment of carved stone, wrapped in cloth, broken from the temple floor during a restoration decades earlier. He had never understood why he kept it, until now. The fragment began to glow in his hands. He dropped it immediately, then whispered a name he had not spoken since childhood. Vaelor. Back in the vault, Elira felt it. Someone else had recognized him. Someone else had remembered. "You felt that?" she said. "Yes." "Who was it?" "Someone who listened when the others stopped." The king entered the chamber again before the high priest could summon him. This time, he did not arrive alone. Behind him walked scholars, architects, cartographers, not soldiers, observers. "We are mapping the fractures," the king said simply. The high priest stared at him. "This is not a structure to measure." "Yes," the king answered, "it is." He unrolled a parchment across the broken sigil. Lines drawn overnight across the capital. Every street marked. Every temple floor recorded. Every marble foundation traced. And through the center of it, one pattern. Not random, not spreading outward, converging. "Toward the palace," the high priest whispered. "No," the king corrected. "Toward her." Elira did not move, but the light on her wrist brightened. Not in response to fear. Recognition. Vaelor stepped closer to the fracture again. This time, The barrier did not blur his shape. It clarified it. Elira could see the scar across his jaw more clearly than before, the lines across his hands, the stillness in his shoulders, the restraint, always restraint. "They are beginning to understand," he said. "Yes. And you?" "I'm beginning to remember," he answered. The words unsettled her. Remember what? But he did not answer yet, because something else had begun. Across the city, people stopped speaking mid-sentence, mid-step, mid-breath, not from fear, from resonance. The same vibration passed through every street at once, every courtyard, every wall, every tower. In the palace observatory, glass instruments shattered without sound, not violently, quietly, as if something had passed through them. In the temple archives, ink lifted from pages without wind, ancient symbols rewriting themselves across margins long thought blank. In the lower vault, the fracture widened again, not by force, by permission. "Elira," Vaelor said softly. "Yes, the city is no longer holding the seal." She understood immediately. "It's holding you." Above them, the historian in the southern quarter returned to the glowing stone fragment. This time he did not drop it. This time he carried it outside, into the street, into the light, and when he placed it against the cracked marble road, the fracture aligned perfectly with its edge, as if the stone had been waiting to return. He began to laugh, not wildly, not madly, with relief. "They hid him," he whispered. "They didn't seal him." Back beneath the temple, the high priest heard the words through a messenger minutes later, and for the first time, he sat down, not in authority, in realization. The king turned toward Elira again. "How many more can see him now?" She closed her eyes briefly, felt the fractures, the memory, the presence beneath everything. "More than yesterday," she answered. Vaelor stepped forward once more, closer than he had ever been. So close now. The air between them no longer shimmered. It breathed. "Soon," he said quietly, "I will not need the fracture." Above them, across the capital, across the marble foundations of the kingdom itself, the cracks stopped spreading. Not because they had ended, because they had arrived.